And we're live from the woods. Hey friends and family around the world and Facebook land and YouTube. Hello from a beautiful day here in the woods. I'm out for a walk. And no Bigfoot, no gazelle, but we might see some deer. Definitely surprise chipmunks. I just had a dream about Bigfoot the other night. And yeah, what a funny title, right? About the gazelle. What animals know that we forgot. It's going to be a quick live stream with beautiful scenery. Gorgeous. I'm going to take you on a walk through the woods with me. There might be a little interruption. There's some guys playing frisbee golf here. It's all right. And we're going to jump straight into a really powerful story that I know that you're going to get a lot from the meaning behind all of it. Which is always purposeful for me to share something of meaning and depth with you that I've learned from my life and benefited from. It's my honor and pleasure too. So, a couple years ago, actually about 7 years, oh, time flies. 7 years ago, I was on a safari in the Serengeti in Tanzania. And I had the pleasure of seeing all kinds of animals. I got to see the big five and the ugly five, which is like a safari dream in 5 days. And one of the things I was able to witness live from my Jeep on the Serengeti was a cheetah in pursuit chasing a gazelle. Like you see it on Nat Geo movies and films and in magazines all the time. However, to be there live in person and to actually watch this chase happen was pretty amazing. And so what actually was more interesting is what happened after the chase than the chase itself. And I was watching and filming and just engrossed in this chase. So there goes the cheetah. The gazelle is lunch. There's two choices of what's going to happen. Either the gazelle is going to run away, fight or flight, because it can't fight the cheetah. It's going to run away and survive, or the cheetah's going to catch it, kill it, and eat it. So lunch for the cheetah. And it's so simple. Two outcomes right there. And the gazelle gets this kick of adrenaline and it runs really, really fast. As we know, cheetahs are fast. So I'm watching this. And in this instance, the gazelle gets away. And then I'm watching it go back to the Serengeti with all the other gazelles and zebras. And what it ends up doing is just this violent shaking of the body. It's like resetting the nervous system for what just happened. This huge burst of adrenaline to avoid being eaten by the cheetah. It violently shakes it off, and then just goes back to grazing, back to eating, grazing, doing what it was doing before, like nothing ever happened. And I was watching this in a Jeep in Tanzania, thinking, isn't that interesting? Like animals instinctively know, just shake it off, reset the nervous system, and they don't have to keep running because the danger is gone now. But how many humans are actively running in their mind, right, and their nervous system, flooding their bodies with stress hormones for decades, multiple decades. And that was such a great insight from watching an actual cheetah and gazelle chase. And then gazelle shakes it off, back to grazing, and then humans, we carry this running program, right? It's running, gathering, obscuring so much of our energy ROI, and captivating us in a story that's happened multiple decades ago. It's not happening anymore. However, the physiology and the stress is pumping through our bodies as if we're still being chased by the cheetah, even though it's been decades ago. And whatever story it is, like my parents did this to me and ruined my childhood, or I had a breakup or divorce and I blame, this person for breaking my heart or betraying me, or, a teacher or a kid did this or that to me, or boss got fired, whatever situation. So yes, that happened. Is it happening right now? No. Are we being chased by the cheetah running that program? The body, the physiology thinks so, and that's why so many people make themselves sick. And I have found it more interesting that people have identified, I have a lot of compassion for people, have identified with that story, with that program still running in their physiology, making them sick and weaker, draining their precious life force, identifying being with the victim or the heartbreak or the, being broken or sick, whatever. They've now identified with that, and that has become who they are. And it's why so many people generally want healing in their lives, but they've identified with those stories of the past, which are still running, taking active energy. It's like having a bunch of programs on your computer running. Sooner or later, the computer's going to crash. It can't keep up with all those running programs, consuming RAM, and that's how people's minds are. And physiologically, it ends up, if I'm scratching out here, there's some mosquitoes. So, what a revelation. And how many people go through their lives running all these open programs, not closing them, not resolving them. And the active running is draining their life force, making them sick, taking away their power. And so many people want to improve themselves and their lives, and I understand that. I absolutely do. Know thyself and all thy infinite potential. We are capable of so much. And one thing that needs to be addressed is what is leeching our life force and our power. All these running programs from stories of the past. It's not the present. It's not happening now. All our power is in the present moment. Come with me. We're going to go for a little walk here in the woods. And I dig this theme and the host of sub-themes from it, which I'm building a framework right now, which is going to be of service and very potent and powerful for humanity, for those who are ready, which is energy ROI, becoming so acutely aware of how we are losing our life force. And most people are investing it, losing, leeching, and on stories from the past. You see so many people ruminating, living in the past, or worrying about the future, past, future. It's not now, it's not the present moment. How can we generate and create and create all the things that we came here to be of service to humanity and our beautiful creations if we have no energy to create with? So I go back to the framework of energy ROI. Where is someone bleeding out their life force? And one of the things that I have really developed in my own energy diagnostic system is this intense awareness of how I'm flowing my life force and where the holes in the boat are, so to speak, where I'm leeching it, where it is not the highest use of my energy. Maybe running on programs, stories, all that background running, like close that file, close that program. And where in the past something like a hater coming after me real hard publicly, saying horrible things, which just happened, by the way, or something that pops up with my family that reminds me of childhood memories, or it's frustrating, or in the present moment. Or it could be a memory of like an ex boyfriend or husband. It could be, infinite. And then I'm seeing like this is not the highest use of my energy now. It's not happening now, as it's from the past. It's coming up, or worry of the future. I can just close that program, archive it, or file, like archive, not all these active files. I love the metaphors and analogies here. And close it. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm not ignoring or pretending it didn't exist, and just saying it's not relevant right now. And some of it is actually very detrimental to my energy. And so closing those files or programs and being able to do it rapidly in rapid time is so powerful in reclaiming our energy, our power back. And I love themes like this. And I was thinking about the Serengeti today and the Gazelle. How many people are sitting, God bless them, there's no judgment for me. I recognize how many people are sitting on some coach, therapist, psychotherapist, counselor's, couch, retelling the story like they're the gazelle on the Serengeti being chased by the cheetah from 30 years ago. And they're reliving that, the stress hormones, the physiology, and the fear, and all the emotions that come with it, even though it's not even happening. They're identified with that story, and they keep it alive. They keep it running versus acknowledging, taking the lessons, extracting because there's always amazing things to extract. Lessons, learning, epiphanies, revelations, healing from whatever occurred. Extract that and be able to release it, knowing that it's not happening now. Our power is in the present moment. Not being chased by a cheetah indefinitely for the rest of our lives. Hey, Carl, how are you? Hey, Carl, look at where I am. I'm in the woods here in Wisconsin for a beautiful walk today. And this is a potent, powerful, revelatory topic. Go back and watch from the beginning. And I invite anybody seeing this on the replay, say hi, where you're joining, what part of the world, and don't miss this one. It's ripe with depth. And there is so much for one to, I would say, marinate on their own lives. What stories are still running? Like the gazelle on the Serengeti with the cheetah chasing him. That already happened. The gazelle shook it off. Back to grazing. How many people are running those programs still, taking up all their bandwidth, their mental bandwidth and capacity? No wonder people feel so exhausted and drained. They have no available capacitance of energy and life force to create with, because it's here in the background being used to operate these running programs, keeping them alive. And when you get it, you're like, I could drop that. I can release it, extract the knowledge, the wisdom, the lessons, and that is not happening in the present moment anymore. I can literally release that weight, that burden, that story. Like, here's another really great example to illustrate it for you. So everybody here knows Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man will shoot webs, right? Shoot webs. And just imagine yourself as Spider-Man. You're shooting webs from your wrist. That web, wherever it attaches, it sticks to, really sticky. And that's how our attention and focus works. Whatever we're focusing on, even if it was, 3 decades ago, this happened to me, or someone did this, or said this, or 3 decades ago, or 2 decades ago, it could have been reliving something that happened a year ago, every single day. Your spider web is so sticky, your attention, your focus, your life force is now stuck to that, and it's draining. Woo! How about that? It makes you think, where am I shooting my webs? My precious life force, my attention, my focus, that's just draining, taking away my power, my life force, my energy from that which I have come purposely on this planet to create. What a fascinating illustration right there. We are shooting our webs like Spider-Man and getting it all sticking and attached to things that are not even in the present moment. That's another thing to be discerning of. Well, I've gotten so rapid at what deserves the investment of my attention and my energy, my life force, and what does not, that I'm able to drop it fast. Hater, drop it. Some story or memory from the past, drop it. Someone wanted to pick a fight in social media or in real life, that's not worth my energy. Just drop it. You've seen lots of stories from me in India and Nepal where I actively chose, out of wisdom, it is not worth my energy to pursue this. Or just, even if it was really not fair to me, drop it. What's more important is, or what's more costly, I would say, is losing my life force over it, investing so much energy on something that is not worth it. The return on my energy is not worth it. And when you get really masterful at that, you're able to drop things really, really quickly. And I proud of myself for going through so many interesting experiences, evolutionary tension, contrast, to be able to get to a place where it's becoming far easier for me just to drop it rapidly. If I notice, I know my instinct says, okay, that's not worth the energy ROI. All right, extract the lesson if there is something to learn and release it so I can feel light and free and powerful and have far more energy available to me to create all the amazing things that I am creating to be of service to humanity in this lifetime. That's why I'm able to generate so much every day. I have learned what was draining me, and I have plugged the holes in the boat. I have let that go. And when you get to a mastery place, like, it just becomes faster and faster and easier. Um, and you feel so good because you have all this available energy and power back. Anyway, I love sharing messages like this. I have a post coming out that I'll pin here soon on this exact theme. So think about it. Where you, like Spider-Man shooting your webs, you're getting sticky, you're getting stuck to all those things. Be judicious with how you invest your life force. Is it worth it or not? You know, and in your own energy diagnostics, you can evaluate people, places, groups, events, environments. I have, knowing what is going to most likely lower my energy, my vibration, what are good environments or people or situations, events to be around, and what are not. And you know that feeling if you go into like a big city and it's densely populated and there's like a dense or heavier energy there. You're like, ugh, I feel like I gotta take a shower. Have you ever felt like that? You know where I feel like that, and I literally have to take showers like 3 a day, and that's Las Vegas. There's not putting down Las Vegas. I mean Las Vegas Strip proper. Whenever I'm there, I gotta shower a lot, and I feel like I gotta exfoliate because the energy is so sticky and dense and dark to me, heavy. You start recognizing where do you feel lighter, free, more aligned in your power, and that you figure that out around people and events and environments, and the more masterful you become with practice, the easier it gets. And it feels so amazing to feel lighter, less burdened, and you're worth it. You're here to create amazing things in your lifetime. We all are. And thank you for going for a walk with me today. I've been talking a little bit longer than I expected, but it's beautiful, and I'm out here creating, enjoying the present moment with you here in nature. So if you catch us on the replay, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your ideas, and feedback. I always do. This is meant to be participatory. And if you're catching it on the replay, say hi where you're joining from, and share this live stream. It could be exactly what somebody needs to hear today. Share this live stream on your wall. Share it to someone that you know is going to really benefit from this message today. To be of service, to be generous with our energy and our insights and our wisdom with others. 'Tis why we came. Anyway, have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Mwah! Love you. And I'll see you on the next video.